finna peek the mics for fun.
No, I'm gonna move my mic back. I'm loud as fuck.
Do you? How's that? Is that too loud?
Check.
I'm like trying to.
Can y'all hear me okay? I have the itis right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The itis? What's that?
You know when you eat a lot and you get sleepy?
Oh.
We call it the itis.
Oh.
We ate a lot.
The itis is a short term for it.
You can ask Amelie. We threw down on the grill. Is it ready to go?
I'ma skirt off in the whip like it's Cooper Cave. 200cc like it's Cooper Cave. I'ma skirt off in the whip like it's Cooper Cave. 200cc like it's Cooper Cave. 200 the dash, bitch on Louis.
Hey guys, it's Genuine with 8Day Entertainment, and today we are here with
The Loop.
So let me be real with y'all. I had not heard about y'all until like a few minutes before y'all came in.
Really?
Word.
So yeah,
We've met before.
I'm sorry. I meet a lot of people, so I'll be
No,
forgetting
it's
things.
A-okay.
Say you okay?
I don't remember people either.
We met at the Chaos Realm show at Delilah's, way back in like September.
Okay, so a minute ago. Okay, well, anyways, you were not on my radar until today, so I'm excited to get to know a little bit more about the Loop. You know, so tell me, like, how did you guys meet?
We're twins.
We're twins.
Y'all are twins. That's crazy.
The first time I saw a light in my eyes, I met this nigga. Can I say that here?
Who's older? Who's older? So I have to know, like,
who do you think is older?
I'm gonna feel like him.
Dang, you're
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so,
Only by 2 minutes.
and I'm sorry, introduce yourselves as well.
Oh,
That way the people know, you know?
I'm Roy.
I'm John.
Roy and John. Okay, y'all got it? Y'all taking notes? Roy is the oldest.
I don't really.
Don't y'all forget that. You know,
Fun
we're going to have a trivia quiz by the end of this podcast.
Fun fact, we're actually the start of a set of triplets.
We are a set of triplets.
Really?
Two out of 3.
So who liked music first? Who was like about the music first, do you feel like?
I think we were always about it, but it was more like he started piano lessons first. And we were like 7 years old, he started playing piano. And, you know, it was just what it was. And, you know, I got jealous. I'm like, I want to do something like that. So, you know, I started playing piano too. And, you know, he didn't stick.
It's funny because he's way better at keys than I am now. So it's funny how that worked out.
You inspired him. He's your little prodigy.
Right?
You know? But y'all are brothers and y'all are working together anyway. So it's
We're
like,
brothers.
that's good.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
So a little bit about you guys. Like, where are you guys from? Like, are y'all from here in Austin or
No. We are originally from Beaumont, Texas.
Okay.
But we moved to Houston when we were 13, so we claim Houston. Like, Houston is home.
I got you. So what would you say, like, who would be like a few of your like biggest influences in the music?
That man right there.
Cameras, can y'all see? The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, okay.
Yeah, listen to any of our music is very it's very like influenced by The Weeknd. I would say for us, like The Weeknd, Miguel, Prince, Funkadelic for sure.
Seal,
Sade.
It's a lot of it's like lots of conglomerations of, that's not the right word, but it's a lot of like influences kind of like mushed into one, kind of just, they kind of like mesh.
No, yeah, as it should be. I think, you know, like we're constantly evolving as people,
Yeah.
and as the music industry is constantly changing. You know, for instance, like Doechie's over here. I saw this post and it said like she broke like all the industry rules and then got a Grammy. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like our art as artists is whatever we make it, whatever influences us, and then we decide to just put that together and just create something that's our own and unique. I was listening to a little bit of y'all stuff. Y'all got like a little love kind of vibe going on. Do y'all have a love life right now? Like, I'm just curious. Like, do you write like thinking of someone, or does it just come to you?
So, the song I'm guessing you heard is Till Dawn. That's her song out on Spotify right now. We are working
wrote
on
that
more
one.
music. Roy wrote that song actually. Care to tell me what it's about?
Well, Till Dawn is about it's about a fleeting moment within one's mind, basically where it's like you're with this person. It could be it could be anything, like a first meeting and you're leaving, a first date, one night stand, whatever like moment you're having with that person. But you know, at the end of this moment, whatever happens. You may never see this person again. So that's what Till Dawn's about. Like when the lyrics say, "Why are you going so fast? Let's make it last." Because you want to make it last.
Yeah.
It's a thing about like a lot of things. You want to make it last. You want to draw it out. You want to milk it for what it's worth.
Life is fleeting. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, life could be one big fleeting moment for most people.
And we just, want to just savor that moment. So it's really cool that you guys are creating music to, like, savor those moments. Like, when you're performing, do you ever feel like, oh, I remember when I wrote that? Or, like, do you feel like it's just, like, a song to you now? Like, how do you feel like performing it?
Performing Till Dawn, since I'm the one singing it on the record and when we do it live, performing Till Dawn it's like, I can't really describe how it feels to sing it because I base it off of experiences I've had in moments where it's just like, dang, like, this is really about to end. And so it's almost like in a place of like a sadness for me. So when I sing it, when I hit that, why are you going so fast? Wanna make it last. It's very much like, even if I'm really on stage and I get into the mindset, because like singing is acting. When I get into the mindset of it, it's almost like I'm crying. It's almost like a cry. It's like a soft cry. And I'm just like, basically being like, let's make it last. We only have till dawn. Like, stop! You only have till dawn.
We only have so much time.
We only have so much time. And it really, so our EP we're working on right now is called Till Dawn. And it's basically what we're going to do is we're telling a story.
Through our life experience.
So it's not like a single experience that we've had, but it's more of a,
I was going to use that C word.
Conglomeration of experiences. Yes, that C word. And so I could walk you through it for real. We have the first song.
Fun. And you want to talk about fun or do you want to talk about fun?
So, I mean, fun is that we've all been to a party, like a house party or something like that. And, you see somebody at that party, and you're like, oh, shawty coming back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let me go up and holler at her real quick. And that's what fun is about. It's like, I see you at the other end of the party. You looking good, girl. You sipping on Bacardi. Who gave you permission to be so fun?
Fine shit. No,
Yeah,
just
for
kidding.
real though. And, like, basically, it's just about, like, that initial meeting of that person. Like, look, I got a little bit of drink in my system. I got a little more in my cup. I might forget this, but we gonna have some fun. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what the fun entails, it can be any kind of fun. But, I mean, we're gonna have fun no matter what. We vibing. We're gonna have fun. And then the next song is Magic.
Magic is one of those songs where when I wrote the progression and the hook to Magic to me was like, you take, a coming of age movie, the high school, they're at the dance with all the bubble balloons and the cellophane and like the ruffled shirts, and they have the last big slow dance and you have to grab the girl you
Like
love
at
and the boy you
prom?
love. Yes,
Yeah.
at prom.
And,
And you gotta hold them close and everything around you just
like,
fades out. Your
that's all you
inhibitions
think
go.
about
All
is-
you can just look dead in their eyes just like that. That's what Magic is. It's that moment
Okay.
in time where you're just like, the instrumental is it's not sparse, it's very like melodious and moving, but at the same time it's very empty. And it creates a sense of not claustrophobia, but a sense of longing. And like, the hook is like, baby come on, it feels like magic when we touch it, shocks like static, let's make tonight one in a million. And it's like, it's like, again, on that play on that fleeting moment, because this is that moment you have, and I've definitely experienced this moment throughout life. It's something, it's an almost tangible moment, because it can go either way, but for that moment in time, it feels like magic, and that's what magic is about.
And have y'all written any music, like, specifically about a girl yet? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
would you ever like say a name in the song or like the title? You know, I just want to know a little bit more of like y'all's artistic process. You know.
So,
I
mean,
don't name drop.
Yeah, I don't name drop. I never name drop because, I don't know how long the person's going to be in my life for. And so I would never... The only time I've ever name dropped was in the lyrics of a song. And so I spelt her name out with the first line of every lyric.
Oh.
So she's never going to know it's about her unless she does sex.
Unless she watches this.
She's not going to watch this. This was a long time ago. This was when I was rapping before I was singing.
I wrote a song about a girl. Like, actually about a certain girl. And,
Well, I guess, yeah, because you wrote Thoughts and Ideas, and then you wrote Let's Get Down, which, is about your current girlfriend.
Let's Get Down Tonight is about my current girlfriend. It's just about having a good time with the person you love. It's kind of like that. Thoughts and Ideas is more of just like, it's like bedroom pop, and it's more like, I'm a very, I don't know how to put this without sounding self-deprecating.
Express it however you want to. This is a safe
I'm a
space.
shy person,
Okay.
and I daydream a lot. I'm in my head all the time. I'm in my head right now. But so that's what Thoughts Ideas is about. It's about me. It's not really about like the action of I love you. It's about the concept of well, I really like this person. I think about them all the time. So I have all these thoughts and ideas. Y'all kind of heard us singing that song earlier. It's kind of like that. I have these thoughts and ideas about this person. I really like them. I'm sitting in my room when I'm alone and I'm thinking about them in my head.
Yeah, and then
I
you
saw
want to
her.
act on it, you know?
Yeah, I want to act on it. I mean, I never did. But I mean,
Well, you did write about it.
I did write about it, so I guess that's acting on it.
Yeah.
It was the easiest song that I've ever written.
I feel that.
Yeah, went through a breakup recently.
Oh, can we get some on the podcast?
Ooh, look at it.
We're allowed to be sad here,
Yeah, I mean-
because that real emotion is what makes some of the best art. Like,
Oh.
seriously.
I wrote,
This man, I'm in a happy relationship, a very happy relationship. I love my girlfriend, and she loves me. And I missed one of her calls one night because I was doing dumb drinking and with my family. And I felt bad, and he played one of his breakup songs, and I started crying because I felt bad that I missed her call.
I write pretty sad breakup songs.
Yes, they're
I
very
don't think
sad.
anyone here has heard them. Only he has. But I don't know. I feel like I channel that emotion the best because I've never been able to write like really happy relationship songs. But when I'm sad, that pen be bleeding, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be writing and like. So on our third project that we have in the works called Over right now. So the Till Dawn story, it's a big story. It's a 3-project story. So it goes Till Dawn, Thoughts and Ideas, which is the second one, which is like the being in love stage and like the relationship stage of the.
It's probably going to be the longest album in this work.
And then Over, which is the breakup stage, which is basically like, yeah, it's over.
Is that the end?
That's the end. Not the end of us as artists, of course, but that's the end of this narrative that we have been building over the last couple of years.
After that, we're just going to do weird jazz fusion.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see where life takes us there. What new experience we had to write about. I mean, if you're famous by then, we'll be writing about fame, some Starboy shit.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've basically written the whole album already. We're over at this point because we have what?
We have Over, obviously. The song Over, the first song we ever wrote.
Missed Calls,
Project 13.
Project 13, Another Lifetime,
Another Lifetime.
Room for You.
I don't really think Room for You should go on Over.
Bro, Room for You has to go on Over.
But
Uh-oh, we got beef. We got beef
it's
in the
not,
house.
It's not a beef. It's just more of just like...
It's very personal.
Room for You is an extremely personal song. Because I used to be the one like, hey man, go put that song out. You gotta put that song out. But after a while of like... I came to the understanding that that's a personal song. I think you should release it under your own name, under your own... And I wouldn't mind that.
Nah.
Then we're gonna have to read it. We're gonna have to
We can revamp it. I mean, I'm down. It's a good song, but I don't know. Music is music. But we do have a single that we're gonna release soon.
Okay.
Actually,
And what's it called?
it's called
Faith.
Faith, okay.
I think some of y'all here know Faith. Some of y'all here know Faith.
Some folks in the audience.
Yeah, some folks. You know Faith. You've heard Faith.
I know a Faith, forget her.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I've met a couple of Faiths in my lifetime. In the story.
So tell me, like, what is your creative process like? Do you get ideas just randomly and then go to voice memos? Or do you really, like, take the time to sit down and be like, I'm going to write this? You know, what is your creative process like?
Our creative process is arguing with each
jam.
other until we get something.
We jam.
We
Jam.
jam. And
He plays bass. He'll get the synthesizer out. So my main role in the loop, other than songwriter, I'm the guitarist. That's why I have my guitar with me. But so like we'll just sit there. I get my guitar. He gets his multitude of instruments that he plays. I might bring my didgeridoo out if I feel like it.
Okay.
But we'll just sit there and we'll just make something, and then we'll record it like audio file, camera file, I don't know, and we'll just create stuff like that. That's really how we do it. When it comes to writing, I will say he can write faster than I can.
I feel like it depends on the emotion though, because it depends on the emotion. Like if it's a happier song, I feel like you're really good at writing those. But if it's more of like a sad song or more of like a struggle song, as you put it, I write those really well. I can pin those down pretty quickly. But I mean, also, it really just comes down to like what we're doing, because some songs take forever. Like for example, Magic took a long time. I finished Magic on a plane ride. Actually, I was going on a study abroad trip in college, and I finally finished it. While Till Dawn, the song you guys heard, we made that in like 2 hours, and we produced the whole
It was
thing
written
into,
about a year before.
Written about a year before. We were performing it for a while, but then we decided to actually put it down on wax, and
And the wax, the way that happened was really interesting because we didn't know what we were gonna do.
we didn't
for
know what we were
Till Dawn.
gonna do.
And I just remember sitting there, and he put on this weird sound on the computer, and I was like, "That's the one." And then he just plays doo doo doo.
So what happened was there's a rapper. I don't know where he's from. But I think he's from Texas, Dallas. I think his name is
Leroyce.
Leroyce, and he has this album called the Sunny Nights Project. And there's the intro, and there's like this bass lick. It's like doom doo doo doom 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 doom, and like it's like the way it comes in. And I was like, oh man, I always like to do a song with like a lick like that. And so it's not the exact same lick. It's actually very different, but the feeling that the lick brought was like what I was trying to capture. That like it's like a almost like an after hours feel for me. And so because that's what Till Dawn is, after hours. And so it's just doom 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 on the, and we just rolled with it. And so at first the song had guitar throughout the entire thing, and the bass was bass and guitar in the first, and then I looked at Roy like, we gotta take the guitar at the first part. He's like, why? I'm like, just trust me. And so then I had him basically scratch his
sound.
guitar with his pick and make sounds.
I used
and
my
it's
nails,
layered
my pick,
on
I
the-
slapped the guitar, and it's just like
layered, and so it just creates a huge, like a nice little atmosphere for like being like in your head about what's going on in the moment. Yeah, our creative process, it's really just how we feel, you know. It's really like
music is an emotion as well as a language. So in order for you to best convey that, you have to be in the moment. You can't be out. You can't rush the process. You can't
never
make
rush the process.
You can't like just say, well, I'm gonna make this, or I need this done by this time, because you know that's not how music works. You can't sit me down and say, I need you to make this for me tonight, because then that's not a real emotion.
I mean,
It's
you'll
fake.
get something.
Yeah,
but
you'll
it's
get
not gonna
something,
be
but it's
good.
not gonna be good. It's not gonna be real. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like for anything that you do, you need to put time into it. Because if you don't put any time into it, it's gonna be a shallow illusion of what it really could be.
And sometimes your audience can notice that too. Do you not?
Oh yeah, for sure.
so?
I mean, that's why we haven't dropped anything in a while, because I know some people in the audience want to hear some new music from us. But you know, we haven't dropped in a minute because we just haven't got to that point where we feel comfortable putting anything out. Because, you know, or I mean, this is our legacy, and I'm not gonna stay in my legacy with something I know I could have done better. Now, will we get better with time and like go back and be like, oh yeah, we could, like, oh man, if I was where I am now back then, this would sound so much better. Of course, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
Do do you feel like sometimes, because I know I struggle with this too as an artist, is where I feel like a perfectionist about my craft, because it's like it's your baby. It's your baby, and you just want to take care of it, and you want it to be super perfect and do well, but like how do you deal with that like kind of feeling?
To be the Debbie Downer of the group, I only like one guitar solo I've ever recorded.
Hey, that's real.
The others, they're good, but they could be better.
Yeah.
And it's not Till Dawn, surprisingly. Till Dawn's out. That's a nice guitar solo. But my favorite solo is on the project of Till Dawn, but it's not. It's unreleased.
Yeah, it's
Y'all have actually, some of y'all have heard the song that my favorite solo's on. We play it live.
Do you think we could hear like a little live, like little solo piece of it?
I can't really play the guitar solo on this acoustic, but if you want to sing it,
I can sing it. That's fine.
I mean, if y'all want to hear the solo, I can play it off my phone here.
Okay.
Are you cool with that? Leaking music.
Or you could do it live, a little live leak.
We can. If you want to hear the guitar solo, you're not gonna hear the guitar solo with the acoustic. He needs his electric. But we could sing it. I could sing it.
Yeah, go ahead and sing it.
This is
It's a loop classic right here.
That's a loop classic. This is when we first started performing. And baby, your body, it moves in ways I can't comprehend. Oh, and you've got me lost in the way that you touch my skin. Oh, and I know that for sure this feeling is one that we both share. Oh, so I'll do what you want me to, yeah. Just say it, 'cause I wanna take you there. Oh, and those eyes look nice and I just want to know more. And those thighs entice and I just want to explore. Let me see what you like when you're off of this dance floor. Dance floor, baby. So vibe with it and ride with it and move with it and groove with it, baby. I just want you to vibe with it and ride with it and groove with it, baby. Groove with it, baby. Alright, I can't give you too much.
Okay. Well, let's give it up for.
And that song's called Vibe. That's a loop classic. We've been performing that song since 2021. It was written back in 2019.
Okay.
And that song is about, if you can't guess by the lyrics, about sex time.
Oh.
But yeah, I had to play it in front of my parents last week.
How does that feel? Does that feel weird?
So awkward. I changed the words in front of my parents. I can't do it. My mom is looking at me in the recording me, and I know sometimes she really does not understand what I'm saying. So she just, vibing, and my dad's just looking at me like, and I'm like,
You're like, I'm expressing myself.
exactly, I'm expressing myself.
Who cares?
I'm expressing myself. Yeah, it's really fun though, especially live. Cause I don't know. Oh, recently we got ourselves a full band. We had
Congratulations.
our first couple shows with a full band recently. We have some South by dates coming up too, so we're really excited about
Let's
that.
go.
We have 2 shows on the same day. So
And we have another show that day as well.
another show that we're performing with our friend Amali.
Okay, shoot.
You guys should check her out. Her new single, How You Feel, came out. Fantastic singer. You guys should check her out for sure.
Well, speaking of live performances, what has been like your most memorable performance to date so far?
Oh man.
I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it.
Okay, there have been a couple, but I would say the most memorable one to date would be our first show back in 2021. So, okay, get you. I am fresh out of like my junior year of college. I did not like school. I hated school. I did not want to be in school. So we started doing open mics back then, back in the Houston area. This was back when we lived in Houston.
Okay.
And we went to this place called Avant Garden. So the first night we get there, you know, we're a little nervous because, you know, it's more of like singer-songwriter vibe.
Soft singer-songwriter acoustics, things like that.
I get the vibe.
And we're like real like R&B type of deal.
And wherever I go, I'm bringing an electric guitar with my pedal board.
He rips solos, you know what I'm saying? So we're like,
This is a rare occurrence.
yeah. Y'all got the unreleased acoustic version of the vibe tonight. Never been done before.
Play acoustic.
So we get there. The stage there. It's outside, and it's like the biggest stage we've been on yet. So
And that was your first show, too.
No. This is just the build-up. There you go.
Got you.
So
It's the preface.
yeah. So we get there and we go up on stage, and I sing the first song of our song Over, which is
First
like,
note.
I tried to love you. Right there, right? You can cut that part.
And the entire audience goes dead
quiet.
silent.
And so they're just
Like people were like talking,
yapping,
they
bro,
know
and
who
then
was they were talking.
you could hear a pin drop, dude. It was like,
It's like someone that sucked the volume out the room.
and so we just started performing. We started singing, and it went really well. So we did that every single Tuesday, all summer long. We did every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. We were performing all
And
summer
sometimes
long.
Mondays.
And sometimes Mondays. And I would pick him up from work. I didn't have a job at the time, so I was the one who would drive though. So I would pick him up from work,
Still can't drive.
and then we would go to the place, and I would sign us up. Then he would go home, shower, we'd come back, and we'd just perform every day, to the point where the talent manager at Avant Garden was like, hey, we want y'all to do a show here. And so we're, okay, but if we're going to do a show, we need like a full band. So we go on the look for a band. So we find one of my old high school friends, keyboard player, and, you know, we're like, okay, come through. But we spent more time playing Mortal Kombat than actually practicing for the show.
Oh, no.
So then we find the bass player. I don't know how we found Ace.
I don't know. How did we? No, Andre.
So the drummer that we had. Oh, so this is funny. And it's no diss to Andre because we were really bad with our communication. So if you ever see this, Andre, it's no diss to you. We were really bad with our communication back then. So he didn't know the show was still happening. So like the day before the show, he's like, oh, I can't do it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, y'all didn't tell me it was still happening. And so we had like maybe like one rehearsal with the bass and the keyboard, no drums. No rehearsal with the drums. So then the bass player, Ace, he's like, I know a guy. And so
He
like,
pulls
okay.
up in Max, bro.
Pulls
Max
up
was
in
his
Max,
name, right?
Max at the show. At the show, we met the man 5 minutes before we went on stage.
It be like that sometimes,
And-
y'all. That's
and I
that real
wasn't-
artist life.
I wasn't even there for sound check.
We weren't even there sound check. He was at work, and so he had to rush off of work for sound check and
Take
then
a shower, get ready, and go.
Yeah,
He was in
so
go mode.
we
I
get on
didn't get to do
stage.
my guitar settings or eat anything.
We get on stage and they cut the lights, and it's just like these kind of lights on us.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, all right, let's go, Mo, let's do it. And we packed the place out.
Like
The
people are watching from the
biggest-
stairs, from the
st-
balcony.
Like it was insane. And
that was
we
the
were
first
running,
time Houston had ever showed true love to us like that.
and we were running the sound ourselves too. So I mean, I was like running off a stage, adjusting the mic levels and everything. Or
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was insane, and like it was like a great turnout. I mean, like it was packed, like it was like sardines in there, man. It was insane, and that's like I think back to that every single time I'm on stage, and I'm like, if I can do that with the level of talent I had back, not the level of talent, but like where I was back then, I can do so much more now.
Like, I remember the first song. So, my brother here was learning how to belt at that time. He was learning how to reach up into his higher register. On the
Okay.
first song, he comes in with a song sang, but it was too low. The crowd couldn't hear him.
Oh.
So he shoots it up in his voice, and he stays right there the entire song, and he kills it the entire way through. No cracks, no strains, and I was like, okay, we can do this. This is gonna
We're gonna
work.
have a good show. We're gonna have a good show.
Yeah, that can be really hard to do. So that
Yeah, and that was
thank
when I
you for sharing that
first
story.
started.
That's
yeah.
insane.
And then we have a couple other ones. So our first music festival, Sounds Over Slater, in 2022. We didn't do a really good job on our set, I feel, because we were so anxious the night before that we stayed up all night, and we
barely got practice in. We were sleepy.
It's our first time playing with tracks too, so we had no band, so it was really like a wild performance, but it was a good one. And then I think our most memorable one was performing over at
the local seat
in Houston.
Okay.
Because the crowd was just insane. That's actually on our YouTube page. If you go to our YouTube page, the link's in our Instagram bio. Instagram is official.the_loop.
Y'all got that?
I think they I know Tony got it. Yeah, we've been posting to YouTube a lot. So actually, we're gonna upload videos from our show on Friday there this weekend, and y'all should definitely.
I said we
tune into
upload
those.
Pink.
We're gonna upload Pink and Magic.
Okay, that's
For sure.
Okay. Well, we got some new exciting stuff coming in from the Loop. I got like a couple more questions for you guys if you guys don't mind. But look, y'all are out here working hard, got a whole project in the works. What is next for you? What do y'all have planned, like career-wise? Like
blow up and act like I don't know nobody. I don't just playing. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, wherever life really takes us with it, you know. I mean, I don't like going with the flow of life too much. I like to like kind of grab life by the reins and like, oh, we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know where I was going with that. You go ahead.
So, aside from the Loop, we are in a couple other projects.
There we go.
So we are in Lovers Only, which is fronted by our friends Amir and Jasmine Blue. Or I should say Isis Destiny and Jasmine Blue. Name dropping. I'm sorry. But we're also in our friend Saint Spicer's band. So we're in two different projects.
As
We play with our friend
before, we play with
Amalie.
Amalie.
So right now we're just kind of like going with whatever life takes us. We're in different projects. We still do our own. We might be going on tour with Lovers Only sometime in the summer
Or fall.
okay.
depending on.
Okay.
It's actually so cool how those came about. So, in August of last year, I lost my voice for 2 months.
Oh no.
So during that time, we were like figuring out what we were gonna do because we couldn't really do much live because I couldn't sing. I mean, don't get me wrong, Roy, he's an amazing singer, but he just doesn't sing certain songs. Like there's certain songs I sing and certain songs he sings, and he just didn't want to sing those songs. Is that what you say?
I'm not the most comfortable singing live. I'm getting my head about it. And I'm working on it. It's been a very long process for me. Like, y'all think I'm fine when I'm on stage, but I'm terrified. The only time I'm the most comfortable is when I'm just playing guitar, because I don't have to look at anybody. I can just look at my strings. But they're my best friends. But it's like that's why I was so nervous. I just didn't do it. And plus, for me, the Loop is all about it. I'm not the Loop. He's not the Loop. This is the Loop.
We are the Loop.
So if it's not both of us, and it's not gonna be one of us. If you wanted Palm Tree to come at your set and play, I will be there. That's my solo artist name, Palm Tree. I will be there as Palm Tree, but not as the Loop. But people wanted the Loop, and I'm not gonna go and represent the Loop when the Loop is 2, not 1.
So yeah, during that's a really good way to put it, and I feel the same way. The Loop is 2, it's not 1. It's a duo. We're locked in. So like when I couldn't sing, we had to find other avenues of like being on stage and performing. So what we did was we reached out to a lot of R&B singers in the city of Austin, and we're like, hey, if y'all are looking for instrumentalists to back you guys up on stage, we can do that because, as he said before, I also play a variety of different instruments. I can play keyboard, bass guitar, saxophone,
Everything. Wow.
So that's what we did, and that's how we got in touch with Amalie. That's how we found Bianca Bilo. We found the Lover Girls.
And she'll be performing as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to her. She will be performing same night. So it's gonna be. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good night.
That was gonna be a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be there.
A lot of talent in the house. That Man, nothing feels better than that.
So yeah, those are kind of our plans. Like
Okay.
going forward. Like we love to be surrounded by music in general.
Yeah. Well, I got one more question, and I'm gonna need you to get both of your phones out for this one, and go to your last streaming service because I want to know who is on your playlist. Who was the last person that you listened to before you walked through this door?
Bruno Mars, Bobby Brown, Miguel, and Lucky Day.
I want to hear the very last song. Like, I want to hear a little bit of...
I'll sing it for you.
Okay,
Grab
okay,
your guitar,
sing it for
grab your
us.
guitar. Push this back a little bit. 'cause I'm about
What
to get
song
loud.
is this?
Floods.
Floods.
Floods by Lucky Day. Shout out Lucky Day. That man has been a huge inspiration to our career. So you got it.
I don't want to mess this up. I play this on electric much better.
They say some we should be ashamed. Don't say names. I don't wanna know. Don't care for the playing games. Watch us fall, fall, fall. Can hear you when you rain so loud. Flood away. Speak to the mic, baby. You can't see it, but tell me what you need from me. Make you wanna fight lately. So now you need to believe you're in for us. My emotions been stayed up too long. Lies get focused, lies to focus. I know, stone cold. You make seasons change with no fair warning. How you make seasons change without saying something. All these reasons I can't lead you to running. Don't leave me out in the cold without my one thing. Yeah. And that's Floods by Lucky Day. Shout out Lucky Day. Huge inspiration. Huge inspiration.
We got to see him live.
Oh, we got to see him live. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, he literally, like, I saw that, and I'm like, okay, I have to, like, boss up. I cannot do the same thing anymore. I have to move. I have to, like, take my shirt off. I have to dance. Like, I don't know. He was insane. I'm gonna take my shirt off once I lose my protection. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lucky Day. Who was the last one you listened to? Right?
And yeah,
Last
Roy-
person I listened to was Brown Skin by India Ari.
Okay.
I'll play a little bit of it.
Okay.
Just on the mic.
Check my Spotify too. It's a whole different story.
Is it playing?
The last person I found on Spotify was The Weeknd. Try by The Weeknd. Hurry Up Tomorrow came out. I will be wearing my Hurry Up Tomorrow.
My mom played the song a lot as a kid, and it's just one of my favorite songs. So.
I love it. It definitely feels like both of those songs. I feel like, yeah, I get that from y'all. You know, just like your energy, your skills, your talents. Like it, y'all really brought it today. So, man, I appreciate meeting y'all and getting to know more about y'all's story. Just from like what I've kind of learned about y'all so far, like I think y'all have a really bright future. So I say just keep staying consistent and keep working at it, because like y'all have something special that I don't feel like I really see a lot. So
Thank you.
That's
Thank you, I appreciate
really
that.
awesome. Yeah. It's been a pleasure
been a pleasure
chatting with you guys today. And this is Genuine Out, 8-Day Entertainment. One more time, we got the Loop in the house.
How we do it?
The Loop.
Like it's Cooper Cave. 200cc, like it's Cooper Cave. 200 in the dash, bitch, on Louis J.